Hello peeps, and to recent date I haven't seen any relatable ads, and this time around I'm proud to tell you that this like ad has been one of the most relatable ad to date. How else can you get at that who will look after your child to make sure that they can play well in the game?
Really?
You're doing it wrong. Push the chapters. Fight the boss. No problem.
Although the screen cuts off here, I think one could have easily guessed that what happens after this was her father failing miserably after teaching all kind of tricks. But anywho, that is not the best example. Let me just show you this first one.
Have all of your expenses waived?
Wow, what do I need to do?
I know before you jump into conclusion, this is not a scene from some kind of other sources and it's not going to further escalate into something bizarre. I'll assure you this is simply just a content creator trying to make a content like. I asked random stranger to do a 10 pulls for me and this happens. Kudos to him for making such an amazing content.
It's a card drawing challenge related to the game Dislike. Draw a 5-star hero. We'll pay for all of your expenses.
Wow.
5-star owner.
Is this character any good?
I'm actually quite impressed with this lady to show some support to this content creator for his job. Instead of asking him for the bills for succeeding in the challenge, she went ahead to ask if that character was any good so that this creator can do his ad placement for this game.
Of course. He's one of the best DPSs in the game.
Hey bro, can we try?
Sure. That's still quite a card you got there.
Wow, that looks like Loki.
Well, if you didn't tell me, I would have guessed Hellboy, but skin into green color. Well, it's a good catch. Okay, you are right. You may not be able to relate to the previous example as much, but this one you might be able to understand it well if you have tried to socialize with your friend who happens to be talking about a topic that you didn't quite understand.
It's sure to be spectacular if these two powerful creatures fight.
You can see this gentleman's face of horror as he heard his friend talking that Daza is simply a powerful creature while he is actually a deity. So if I were him, I would tread carefully in the path walk before I get smited by godly presence.
We can only imagine it.
Who said it's just imagination?
Okay, hold up Tracy, I have no idea how do you come into my house and turn on the light. Wait, my bad. I think they are actually depressed about this issue for the entire night. Okay, but you could have at least knocked.
A game that combines the 4 major mythology. In Dislike, Nizza is a 5-star support that
Wait, how is this guy a 5-star support? He looks super strong. He has like 6 arms and a
can disable single and
giant spear, and you're telling me that he is an support instead of being a main DPS? Well, what can you say? This is a really balanced game.
Wow, what about Medusa? What Esper type is she in the game?
Hold on, Will. How did you even manage to know that the character in the game is called Esper when I don't recall Tracy even telling you that information in the first place? Wait. Maybe Will is actually an Esper himself.
I'm gonna download the game and have a legendary battle too!
I'm actually more amazed about their internet connection speed. They must be using 5G, managed to download this game in just a few taps of a button. Of course, I'm just going to leave the best for the last one, and this one is one of my favorite among the series.
Well,
Okay, let's see how everyone is doing in Dislike. The weakest player will have to pay the bill. I have a 4-star Helen, a Gothic Queen.
You would have thought that the first person making the first move is going to be the strongest among the group, but in this case it's not happening. But come to think of it, I think what she's doing right here is actually quite admirable. But I will let you guys see the rest of her friend's card before we get into details into this situation.
Only 4 stars? I have a 5-star Loki. He can easily manipulate an entire
Beatrice over there just got herself and 5-star characters, unbelievable. Elizabeth earlier on was going to pay for the bills already. Others, Ben, who haven't shown off his card, is going to have a weaker deck, which we're going to see in a while.
I have all that. Plus, I have a 5-star Odin, a 5-star Ares, and a 5-star Poseidon.
That's a wrap, ladies. Beatrice is going to pay for the bills. And do you know why? She's actually really good friend in this scenario. Now, trying to pull for a 5-star character in the gacha games, everyone knew that we're going to pay for quite a lot of money, especially if this is a new launch game. So Beatrice is actually trying to help her friend to pay off their bills because she knew that her friend has no money left in the bank. And you know what is the best part about this ad?
How?
Well, I chose Artemis as my main attack character at the beginning of the game.
Do you know that there's actually another best term to describe how he can attack characters? It's called wailing.
She can deal an explosive amount of damage. By relying on her,
And also, I have no idea how does using a 4-star characters relate to getting 3 5-star characters, which is super rare.
download now, and new players can get her for free at the start of the game.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna change his name into Sherlock's because his friend clearly played this game to a certain level and he is actually recommending them to play. I think the ladies understand this term called mansplaining, which is kind of unnecessary on his part, unfortunately. I have no idea what kind of drugs he's eating in the morning, but I would definitely not want to have them. I think the best part about this is actually his message to his friend was actually more towards the waiter there. He wanted the waiter to get into this game to wager off all his part-time money into this game. Truly a great way to prank off someone's livelihood. But either way, that is all that I have about this game ad. Truly admirable for them to share such a relatable ad for such a long time. Anywho, goodbye.